The zip code game is what I like to call this. It's an interesting one because you have some zip codes that the whole zip code's not the same. But yeah, I mean, we know 90210. I mean, that's an iconic forever. You know that's Beverly Hills. And there's some here in the DMV that also have some sort of cachet, if you will.
Yes,
we live in the capital of the U.S. Of course, D.C. has the largest economy, or our country really, in the world. So it's expected that it's home of some of the richest zip codes. Senior VP at TTR Sotheby's International Realty and Burr Group founder Corey Burr joining us now. And look, there's been reporting, the Washington Post and other places talking about the zip code cachet. And I imagine that for some of your customers, one side of the street is better for that house to be on than the other.
Well, certainly. And this really is the trend over decades, that certain zip codes have been much more expensive than other ones. What we're seeing right now within the Beltway is a lot of activity, strong demand, and zip codes Bethesda, Chevy Chase, Potomac, Arlington, parts of upper Northwest Washington are doing very well. What's interesting, though, is that the latest statistics for August for the District of Columbia are very telling. We're at 5-year highs for the inventory and for the days on the market in the District of Columbia. Prices were actually down 1.4% in the preceding 12 months in D.C., and the average price, sold price per original list price, is at its lowest point in 5 years at 96%. So there's some opportunities for buyers that are being uncovered in the district right now.
Gotcha. When you say there's opportunities for buyers being uncovered in the district, are we talking a lot of opportunities for buyers? Or are we talking a little more modest number, but they're coming along?
That's it. It's a modest number, but it's coming along for buyers. You know, we've been through 4 really difficult years for buyers where they've had to chase the market straight up, and also in the face of higher interest rates. But now the 30-year fixed is under 6%. I saw 5 3/4 today from one lender.
Really?
And that just is great news for buyers who have had a difficult time.
Yeah, definitely. But listen, the buying price around these parts, and if you're looking for like an upper middle class, I mean, it used to be that $1 million was $1 million. $1 million is not $1 million, especially in the Beltway, Corey. I mean, are you seeing that in these neighborhoods that we're talking about, the Chevy Chases, the Martin's Edition, places like this, it's more like $2 million if you want to get in?
Well, I wouldn't say $2 million, but just a couple weeks ago, we did a search of properties inside the Beltway, and there were literally like 25 that were under $1 million. It's very difficult to find these properties, but just over $1 million in many neighborhoods, 1.1, 1.2, you can get good opportunities. And I think that we're going to probably have a prolonged period of not much price appreciation, just because we had so much over the last 4 years. Yeah. And I think it's going to give buyers a chance to let their incomes catch up with these prices.
Definitely. And if we can see some leveling off with the interest rates, then maybe it'll be the perfect storm to get the market kicking again. Corey Burr with us today on the DMV Zone. Thank you so much on checking in these zip codes with us.
I need to talk to you about equity after this, Corey. We'll talk a little later.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Sounds good. Thank you both.
Yeah, I went up over the last 4 years.